All right, so we will get to the starters here. First for the Royals. Royals once again coming in with the 9-2 conference record, 20-5 overall. And they start today with number 2, a 6'1" guard, junior out of Long Island, New York, Donnie Punter. Number 4, 6'6", junior forward out of Santa Ana, California, DeAndre Bryant. Number 10, 5'9", freshman guard out of Sacramento, California, Devin Green. Number 32, 6'6", junior center out of San Anselmo, California, Liam Hunt. And number 35, a 6'8", junior center out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Daniel Young. Vanguard, meanwhile, once again coming into this one, 6-19 record, 4-7 in conference play. Number 2, junior 6'2" guard out of Norwalk, California, Malachi Hussein. Number 3, 5'8", junior guard out of Gardena, California, Brennan Hood. Number 10, 5'10", freshman guard out of Santa Clarita, Shaquille Dawkins. Number 23, 6'9", senior forward out of San Luis Obispo, California, Zach Allman. And number 24, 6'6", senior forward out of Spokane, Washington, Quinn Hansen. The Royals are coached by Bill Check in his 8th season, assisted by John Klassen, Roy Green, Ed Matteo, Richard Miracle, and Jeff Clements. Vanguard is coached by Rhett Soliday in his 7th year, assisted by Taylor Kelly, Brad Davis, Kevin Heenan, George Tuttle, Sean Harris, Andre Kloon, and James Larson. The lines will be in their whites. They will go from right to left on your screen to start things out. And it's going to be the Royals in the blue, their royal blue, you could say, going from left to right on your screen. And we will get going here. What should be a really good matchup between these two teams. And when these two teams play, it's always a fun time, man. I'm expecting the same thing here tonight as the fans start creeping in here. And we will get going. It'll be Zach Allman going up against Daniel Young, and the tip will be won by Daniel Young, and it will be the Lions who have to start on defense. And Donnie Punter holding on to the ball here. Punter looking to get past Dawkins. And kick this one into the corner. This is Green. Green kicks it over now to Brian. Brian back now for Punter. Punter working off of the screen is going to be Liam Hunt, and Liam Hunt is going to knock down the three-point basket. So Hope International starting out well, and it's their big all-GSAC center, Liam Hunt, getting things started. Brandon Hood cuts inside, kicks it out to Hansen. Hansen is looking for some help here. He's going to find Hussein. Hussein's going to drive, a little step back, kisses it off the glass, and gets it to go. And coming inside, it's going to be Daniel Young, and Young is going to knock in that easy two-point basket. Tonight, I think the key might be the big men down low, as both teams have very skilled big men. And we'll see if either team's guards are able to step up and shoot big time. And it's going to be Zach Allman for 3. He can't get it to go. Quinn Hansen tries to get it to go, ends up being a foul called. And it will be called, I'm not sure who it's going to be called against here. It might be called against here, Liam Hunt. But Quinn Hansen went down hard. Ends up being called actually against Quinn Hansen. So Hansen is going to be called for his first personal foul as he was trying to swim around Liam Hunt there. And so Jamal Lee will check into the game here for Quinn Hansen. And so Coach Soliday, I don't think, happy with the foul called there. And so it's going to be Hope International now looking to extend this 5-2 lead early on. Just a couple minutes into this one goes up, and that was a lob pass looking there for Daniel Young. And Daniel Young showing in warm-ups how much of a freaky athlete he is. The 6'8", 210 junior out of Las Vegas, Nevada. And going underneath is going to be Zach Allman, and Zach Allman is going to knock that one in. So Zach Allman showing some savvy underneath the basket there. And that should be a good matchup here so far tonight. I'm excited to see that one go down. As it's Hunt who goes up. Hunt can't get it to go, and it's going to be a block called. Basket's going to count there on Hunt. So Hunt will get it, and he will go to the line. for a three-point play opportunity. So Liam Hunt coming into this one, averaging 13.3 per game and 9 rebounds as well. 68% from the free throw line. So we'll see how he goes with this one. He's going to knock that one in. And it's the Lions now with this 4-point deficit. Just a couple minutes into this one, though, as the pit has yet to get loud. And it's going to be Hood. We'll cut inside, kicks it out for Dawkins. Dawkins with the three-point basket, well short on that one, though. It's going to be picked up from Young, and it'll be Punter now. The junior out of Long Island, New York, looking to work off the screen. Finds Hunt. Hunt looking to work on Lee. Cutting inside, finds Punter again. Punter thought about it, decided to throw it up there. The lefty couldn't get it to go, and a fight for a rebound between a couple Lions players. Ends up falling here to Hood. And Hood's going to step back, take a three, and Brandon Hood is going to knock it down. So Brandon Hood in transition found himself wide open, and Brandon Hood, we know he can score in bunches. That was a great shot there from Hood. The 5'8 guard, junior out of Gardena, transfer out of Wheelack, West LA College. And it's going to be Hunt who collects that one. Offensive rebound, and he gets that one to fall for him. That's something that the Lions have struggled with throughout the years as Liam Hunt has come around. And that's just guarding the big man. Hood's going to come off the screen. Three-point shot is up, and it is good. So we're going to be tied up now with Brandon Hood. 10-10 now. Punter now, and it's going to be Hunt who tries to get a hold of it. He can't get to it, looks down low, and this is going to be DeAndre Bryant. Bryant goes up, under, gets it to go, and he will go to the line now for a three-point play. So the foul is going to be called. It looks like, actually not sure who that one's going to be called against there initially, but foul once again is called. Quinn Hansen will check back into the game. Brandon Hood checks out. Victor Evans checks in. So Jamal Lee will check out here. And the shot is good from Bryant. And restores his three-point lead here for the Royals. Also checking in for the Royals. Actually, Devin Green has been in the whole time, so I didn't mind on that one. As the bank shot there is going to be missed from Zach Allman, and that will be Punter again. Punter working off the screen from Young. Punter's looking around, goes back down for Hunt, and Hunt is going to knock it in. 2 more points here for Hunt, and the Royals are going to take a 15-10 lead. Lions are going to take a 30-second timeout now as they find themselves down 10-15 early on here. And so early on, you can see that Hope is looking to go down low. They haven't really tried to shoot too many mid-range or long-range jumpers yet. And at this point, they're just being killed down low. And it was actually Liam Hunt who's killed them with the first shot of the game, a long three-point basket. But since then, he's done most of his dirty work down low and underneath the basket. So he leads all scores tonight. 10 points, 10 out of the 15 points here tonight for Hope. DeAndre Bryant with the other bucket, as well as Daniel Young. But early on in this one, just 4 minutes into it, Hope shooting really well, 75%. Vanguard 4 of 7, 57%. And they're led by Brandon Hood early on with his 6 points. So coming out of the timeout, Tessa Idris will check into the game. And coming off the screen is going to be Hussein. Hussein going to cut inside, and a couple steps there goes to Hansen. Hansen's going to kick it out, looking to the corner for Shaquille Dawkins, and Dawkins just unable to get a hold of it. Tipped out of bounds, though, so it will be Lions ball in the corner. A couple substitutions here for the Royals as Josh Smith, senior transfer out of Concordia University in Irvine, checks in, 6'4". I see him out there on number 13, as does number 22, Charles Trotter. 6-foot sophomore guard out of Slidell, Louisiana. And going up is going to be Victor Evans. Can't get it done. And it's going to be Hansen who goes up. Tough shot there in traffic. A little bit disrupted. Rebounded, though, from Hussein. Hussein puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. And it's going to be rebounded finally from Hunt. The Lions had a couple of second and third chance opportunities there. Just couldn't get it to go. Cutting inside now is going to be Smith. Smith goes up under, and he's able to knock it in. So the Royals up 7 now. Lions just trying to respond. Here's Idris. Over now to Evans. And they kick this one over here for Hussein. Hussein back over to Evans. Working down low is going to be Hanson. Hanson crafty down low. Can score in bunches as well. Gets underneath, up, under, and he's going to be fouled. And it looks like he may have hit his head pretty hard there on the floor after the foul. But we know Quinn Hanson, he's going to battle through essentially anything. This is a guy who's just as tough as they come. And it'll be Hanson who comes to the line now for a couple of free throws. First shot is up, and it is good. So Brandon Hood and Brandon Brothers check into the game now for the Lions, as Dawkins and Hussein will check out. And checking in back into the game here for the Royals will be Daniel Young. And the second shot is up from Hanson, no good. Rebounded there from Smith. Coming across now, it's going to be Trotter. Kicking it over to Green. Over to Bryant now, and Bryant just hands it off now for Trotter. Trotter's going to step back, take the shot, and that mid-range jumper is up and good from Trotter. So 19-11 here. The Lions struggling a little bit defensively. Kicking across, looking at the backdoor cut, and it's going to be Idris who goes up. And he couldn't get the bucket as he was looking for that backdoor alley-oop, which is a play that you see from the Lions every once in a while. And he just will go to the line now for 2 shots. As Isaac Douglas checked into the game. 6'5" freshman out of Yorba Linda, California. And then Liam Hunt will check back into the game for Hope. And I think that Coach Soliday is saying that it was a shot. I thought for sure it was a shot. He was quite obviously going up to slam that ball home, and they just called the ball on the ground. So, interesting call there. And so it's going to be the Lions. Instead of getting 2 free throws, they're now going to have to inbound the ball, and it's going to be up, under, and good here for Victor Evans. So Victor Evans does a good job. Just getting the 2 points that were needed, and it's going to be a timeout called by Coach Check here for Hope International. And it's going to be, I want to say, a 30-second timeout called. And so we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break. And it will be Douglas out of the timeout and inbound. He's guarded from Evans now. And plays this one in, and it's going to be Trotter who comes up and is able to collect it. Trotter working off a screen, thought about the shot, working off another screen. About from the right elbow, can't get it to go. Rebounded now, tipped out into the hands of Victor Evans. Evans looking to slow it up now. It's going to be Brandon Hood. 13:42 still to play, so plenty of time left. And cutting inside is going to be Hanson. Hanson looks to go in and up, under, and he's not able to get it to go. Caleb Wilborn collects it, though, and Caleb Wilborn will be fouled. It will be on the ground, and Caleb Wilborn, who just checked into the game, 6'8" freshman out of Chino, California, Damien High School. As it's going to be Douglas who checks out. Daniel Young checking back in. Coming across now, Brothers. Brothers looks down low, and it's for Evans. Evans contested shot, and it's going to be tipped up. Hansen comes up with another offensive rebound, puts it up, and puts it in. So Quinn Hansen's able to knock in the second and third effort. And it's going to be Hope now looking to respond. Young cutting across now, and it's going to be looking down low for Hunt. Can't collect it, though, as Devin Green is just unable to find Hunt. And Green will check out as Donnie Punter will check back in. Donnie Punter is a pretty stocky athlete, 6'1", 190. The junior out of, once again, Long Island, New York. Transferred to Miracosta College. And when you look at the kind of the matchup, it's if you got him against Shaquille Dawkins. Dawkins gives up nearly 40 pounds there of what looks to be muscle. And so you got to be aware of Punter as he doesn't look to be a shoot-first point guard, not maybe a scoring point guard, but nonetheless, he does a really good job there at distributing the ball, and we'll see if he uses his size as he moves forward, averaging about 10 points a game. Coming across now, back are the lines, and it's going to be Victor Evans. We're going to take on his man. Evans gets inside, kicks it out for Wilborn. Wilborn mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. Rebounded, though, by Evans. Evans got himself in good position, step back off the glass, can't get it to fall, and it's going to be collected now from Young. Punter now being guarded here from Brothers. And Punter gets by Brothers, looking to go to the corner, and it's going to be a travel called on Punter. So good defense here from the Lions, able to force a turnover. 12:32 left to play in this first half. 15-19. And it's going to be Hansen now, looking to work on Hunt. And now isolated with Hunt, looks to cut inside, cuts around, and puts up a shot. Right-handed kiss off the glass there, and Quinn Hansen's going to get 2 more points, cuts the lead now to just 2 for the Royals, 19-17. And that looks to be a push-off there, not going to be called. Rebounded, though, from Hansen, as Trotter was unable to knock that one down. Coming across, and Hood was looking for the lofted ball inside. Couldn't find it, though. And so it'll be Shaquille Dawkins who checks into the game now as he places Quinn Hansen. And the shot there is no good from Brendan Brothers. Found himself with the open look, just couldn't get to fall. And so now it'll be Donnie Punter. Punter finding Hunt. And looking at that back door, and it's going to go just underneath the basket for DeAndre Bryant. No shot, and it's going to be a foul on the ground, it looks like. And it's going to be called against number 4, Victor Evans. Got it inside, looking for Punter again. Punter is going to be doubled down low, and he's going to be able to get out of there. And Hunt thought about the 3. Didn't get it to go on this one, though. Back now for Young. Young looking to go to work on Wilborn, and rolls out of the rim, and it's going to stay down here. It's going to be another foul called. Looks like against the Lions. And that one's going to be called against Caleb Wilborn. So the freshman called for his first foul here of the night. So it'll be a fresh 30 seconds as Hunt's able to inbound. Hunt being guarded now by Brothers, and man, this is a tough matchup for Brothers, but Brothers has shown that he can really match up with almost anyone. And that's going to be up, under, and 2 more points here for Hope. So Lions just breaking down a little bit defensively, doing a lot of the hard work, but just couldn't get that one to go. Cutting across, and up, under is going to be Evans, and Evans is going to be called for the offensive foul. And so Malachi Hussein will check into the game. That says Malachi Hussein, Christian Wareberry, Zach Allman, and Shaquille Dawkins all check in. Brandon Brothers is staying in here as well. And cutting across, and to be Punter, who finds Hunt, and Hunt's going to take the shot, can't get it to go. Rebounded, though, from Young, and Young's going to go up, get the shot, and he's going to make the shot, and he will go to the line for a three-point play opportunity. And so Daniel Young, once again the junior, the big man, having a tough time right now, the Lions are. With him, and he's going to go to the line trying to knock this one in, and it's going to be a lane violation here against, it looks like, Brendan Brothers, and it was Young who missed the shot. And so going back here to the line. And the shot from Young is going to be up and good on the second attempt. So 24-17 now, 10:35 left to play in this first half. Lions find themselves down 7. Dawkins is going to try to take over and finds that one short. Allman gets a hold of it, and Allman's going to put that one back up and in. So Zach Allman keeping it close here. Punter looking to work off the screen from Young, and Young's going to get this one right back, and Young is just going to slam that one home. And that is what you call a momentum play. Young essentially just got himself free off the pick and roll. Dawkins, there's no way he's going to be able to guard him, and they just threw it up. Young knew what to do from there, just underneath the basket, no one up, and he just slams it home. And the Lions, just a little miscommunication there on the switch. So we'll go ahead and take a break as the timeout is called from the Lions, as they find themselves down 26-19. So coming out of the timeout, Hope's going to show press here. And you'll be able to inbound the Lions are. You're going to be able to find Dawkins now. Dawkins looking to work on Devin Green. The two freshmen going at each other right now. Dawkins kicks it back looking for Brothers. So over now to Wareberry. Off to Hussein off the screen, and Hussein can't get it to go, and it will be rebounded from Young. Out now for Punter. Punter looking to push. Finds Green in the corner, and Green's just going to slow it down. Off the screen now of Young. Kicks it out. Punter with the ball, working on the screen from Hunt. And Punter's going to find himself in the key. Hunt back down low now. And Hunt working on Brothers. 8 seconds on the shot clock, working off the screen, and down low again for Young. Kicks it out, one extra pass for Bryant, and Bryant is going to knock it down. So the extra pass there from Young over to Bryant. And Bryant knew what to do for him there. The junior out of Santa Ana knocks down the three-point basket. The Lions need a bucket here. Brothers thought about it. Twist, turns around, finds Allman. Allman has that one tipped out. Back to Wareberry now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Wareberry's going to take the three-point shot. Can't get it to go, and Young is able to come up with the rebound. And looking down low, it's going to be Allman, and Allman slapped that one out of the hands there of Young, so it will be Royals ball still just underneath. As Douglas checks back in, as does Josh Smith for the Royals. And Quinn Hansen checking back in here for the Lions, as is Teslam Idris. So Idris comes back into the game as well. And play this one in looking for Smith. Smith looking to work on Idris. It looked like a couple extra steps there. Couldn't get to go either way. Idris comes up with the rebound, and it's going to be Dawkins now. They're going to slow it down. Dawkins finds Idris. Idris looking to take on Punter and looking to take on the smaller man. Good job, though, from Punter staying in front of him. Dawkins going to take the three, and Shaquille Dawkins is going to knock it down. Big three-point basket there for the freshman Dawkins. Once again, 5'10", 155. Pretty generous, I think. Either way, the kid is going to be good. He already is good. And going up to get it is Young, and Young can get it to fall. Ends up being no basket. And 2 shots will be coming here, as that's going to be a foul on Quinn Hansen. I want to say that's going to be his 2nd foul of the night. So Young's first shot is up, and the lefty is able to knock it down. Young comes into this game. This is actually his first game that he has started all year. In all other of the 25 matches, he has come off the bench, and he's going to knock this one down. He's making the most of his starting opportunity so far in this first half. He's got himself 11 points, leading the Royals so far. And Young's going to check out with some applause from his fellow teammates. Dawkins going to kick it out to the corner. Wareberry can't get it to go. Hansen comes up with it, though. Hansen's going to find Wareberry on the cutting pass, and it's a nice pass there from Hansen. Nice cut there from Wareberry. And it's going to equal 2 points here for the Lions, keeping it now still within 7. 7:52 left to go here in the first half. Lions just trying to stay close. Douglas can take a long 3. Can't get it to go, just off the mark. And it's going to be Malachi Hussein who ends up slipping on the court. We're cutting across now. Hunt's going to be working on Hansen, and Hunt goes up, and no basket. They're going to call it on the ground. And 1-and-1 will be coming here for Liam Hunt. And that will be called on Quinn Hansen. It will be his 3rd personal foul. Most likely going to have to check out here, and he does. Jamal Lee will check back in. So Jamal Lee checks back in. DeAndre Bryant checks in as well. Lions not shooting well at all so far in this first half. Just 40%, 10 of 25. Meanwhile, Hope shooting 60%, 12 of 20. And they've knocked down all their free throws so far, 5 of 5. And that shot is up, and it is good. And another slip here from Hussein. Hussein's slip from the court ended up turning the ball over in the first place. And once again, another slip here. I don't know if people are dripping or what out there. I know that a lot of these guys sweat pretty profusely. And looks like the big guy, Liam Hunt, at the free throw line might be one of those guys as it is. As Punter will check back into the game as he comes in for Douglas. And so Hunt will now take the 2nd free throw here. Looking to knock this one down, and Hunt's 2nd shot is up and good. So Lions trail now by 9 with 7.5 left to play in this first half. And they're going to need to pick this up. And a long shot here from Dawkins. That Shaquille Dawkins did knock down another 3-point basket. 6th point of the night, tied with Brandon Hood for the team lead. As Hood looks to be about ready to check back in. Trotter looking to work. Kicks it out to Punter now. Punter working on Dawkins, and Dawkins trying to stay with him. Over to Trotter. Trotter goes baseline, kicks it up, and did all the hard work, just couldn't finish it off there, and it's going to be collected from Jamal Lee. Lee, no look pass to Hussein. Hussein looks to drive, cuts under, and tried to find Idris there. Unable to do so, though, as Idris was just unable to collect the pass, and it's going to be a turnover. The Royals will take over. And a little miscommunication here between the Lions, and it's going to end up being a free 3-point shot from Green. And it looked like it was Dawkins who may have been in no man's land there, as he wasn't sure who to pick up. And so the Lions now find themselves back down by 9. Looking down low, looking for Lee, and Lee's going to put this one up. Kind of an arcing shot there from Lee. And Jamal Lee is going to knock it down. So offense have picked up a little bit here for both teams. I don't know if the screen is going to be Green. Finds Hunt. Hunt's looking to work on Idris, and Hunt goes up, and it looks like a travel, ends up going off of the foot there of Hunt, and it will be Lions ball just underneath the basket. Brandon Hood will check back into the game. Comes in for Christian Wearberry. So a little bit of a smaller lineup out there for the Lions, and we'll see what they come up with. Hood is able to find Hussein. Hood staying active. Cuts inside, gets underneath the basket, into the trees. Hood goes up, can't get it to go. Idris comes up with it, and he just can't finish, though, and it's going to be Punter now looking to push. And it's going to be stolen now from Dawkins. So Shaquille Dawkins doing a great job there, collecting it, and Shaquille Dawkins going to take a three, can't get it to go. And Hunt is going to come up with the rebound. Again with Punter, and Dawkins going at him, and Punter just goes up and over Dawkins at this point. And so Dawkins now again finds Lee. Lee now over to Hussein. Back for Hood. Hood's going up and under as well. Can't get it to go, though, and it's going to be rebounded from Hunt. And the Royals now looking to extend their lead. Up 38-29, 4:40 left to play here in this first half. Cutting across, going to be Trotter, and Trotter can't get that one to go. Contested okay there from Hussein. It's going to be rebounded now from Lee. Lee looking to take on his man, working off the screen, and it's going to be a foul called. And the foul is going to be called against, looks like, DeAndre Bryant of Hope International. Looks like he's called for the block, maybe. And so Coach Check is just trying to figure it out there. And it looks like he got an adequate explanation. He looks to be a little calmed down. Coach Check is one of the most fun coaches to watch, I think, in the conference. He just gets so fired up. And it's going to be Brendan Brothers off of the inbound pass. Couldn't get it to go. Hit nothing there. And so it's going to be Devin Green now. Green, three-point shot of his own. Can't get it to go. Hussein comes up with the big rebound, and Hussein's going to look to push it. Finds Hood now. Idris has some space, and he's just going to go at it. Young gets underneath the basket, and he slams it right over Young. And it's going to be a timeout called as Teslim Idris just went up and over Young there, and Young was giving him space, and he just let him back him up just underneath the basket. And once you're underneath the basket, the reigning slam dunk champion of Pit Night Madness here, was he can do everything he could to make sure Young did not let him there again. So 2 points there for Idris, and it's going to be 3:55 left to play. Full timeout called from Coach Check, and we will go ahead and take a break. So out of the timeout, Lions trail 7, and the Royals will have the ball to inbound, and it's going to be Trotter who's able to find Young. Young peels off to appealing Hunt, and it's going to be now Bryant, and it's going to be Brothers who slaps the ball out of Bryant's hands. And so it's going to be Jamal Lee looking to push the tempo here. Lee goes up and thought about going up. Ends up just kicking it out here for Brothers. Now to Hussein. Hussein cutting baseline, finds Lee. Lee cuts in and goes up, gets Young to go up, and Jamal Lee will go to the line now for a couple free throws. The savvy vet here does a good job at getting Daniel Young up in the air, and Young is going to now be called for his, I want to say, second personal foul here tonight. Actually, that is going to be his first personal foul, as the first shot is up and no good.
Into the game for the Royals, number 13, Josh Smith.
And Jamal Lee knocks down the second one. So 38-32, 6-point lead, 3:20 left to play in this first half. And coming across on the trap, the Lions trying to get him there, and it's going to end up going to Green. Green can shoot him, as we know. Couldn't hit that one. And it's going to be Lee now looking to push the pace. Lee looking to get past Schroeder here. And he's going to kick it out, looking for Hood. Hood gets his man to jump. Three-point shot. It's up and good. And the pit erupts here as the Lions find themselves down just 3 to Hope International. Trotter looking to work off the screen now of Hunt. Hussein on him now. Idris does a good job on the switch, cutting inside. And looking down low is for Hunt, and Idris is going to come up with it. Brendan Hood just made that big three-point basket. Going to cut it back, looking to get rid of Green. Unable to do so. Lee is going to kick it out for Brothers. Brothers thought about the three, going to cut inside instead, and nice little teardrop there, and Brandon Brothers is going to get 2-point basket. Lions down 1. And Hope International is going to call a timeout, and Coach Check is going to get a technical foul. So Coach Check calls a technical, and I'm not sure what he was doing here, but ends up getting teed up. I want to say that something may have happened there with him and Brandon Brothers, as Brothers may have been going towards the bench and saying something. I don't know what happened. I know that there's barking between both coaches, and not coaches, but Coach Check was barking at the refs, and he ends up getting teed up. So timeout is called nonetheless. But Coach Check will be assessed a technical foul. And he had to be careful there because he was fired up as it was, and he kept going at the refs after he was teed up. And so we're going to see what is called here, but it looks like, once again, technical foul will be assessed to Hope International coach Bill Check. I was talking about him being a fiery coach, and he is. He's extremely passionate. It's almost like he has a sixth man as a defender out there. I mean, he gets low into a stance, and he's a fiery competitor, man. No doubt about that. But nonetheless, Coach Check is still arguing his case. And once again, the fans now really getting into this, and they see Coach Check is still fired up here, yelling at one of the officials here. And it's going to be Brandon Brothers who's going to go to the line here to take the technical free throw shot. And that shot is going to be up, and it's going to be good. First one here for Brothers. Tied up at 38 now. And so the second shot will be coming here for Brothers. Once again, I don't know what was said there. I don't know why Check got teed up. But the second shot from Brothers is up, and it is good. And it gives the Lions their first lead of the game with 2:14 left to play in this first half. And they're going to be up 1. The referee's still talking over some things here. And it looks like the ball is going to be inbounded on the sideline just in front of the scorer's table. And so the Lions, once again, with this 1-point lead, up here with 2:14 left to play in this half. And Trotter's going to be able to get the inbound. Trotter coming right in front of the fans here. He's going to try to work off the screen. Trotter cuts inside, and nice defense here from Hussein. Kick it out now to Green. 8 seconds left on the shot clock for Green, and Green, a little bit of happy feet there. Ends up going to Punter. Punter with 3 seconds. Sets up a tough shot. Can't get it to go. Hussein, smart tip there from Malachi Hussein. And it's going to be Jamal Lee now who's got the ball. Finds himself isolated one-on-one. Cuts up, and he's going to kick it out now to Brothers. Brothers gets this man to jump. Goes up, under, and Brothers is going to get it to fall. So Brandon Brothers, and Trotter's going to come up quickly, and that's going to be a charge called. Trotter went flying in there, and Brendan Hood, who is never afraid of contact, goes up, and he draws the charge. So once again, Brendan Hood looks like he a little bit shaken up here, and I really think that he may have hit his knee or hit his head. There's a lot of contact there between him and Charles Trotter. That was a pretty vicious hit between them. And so Shaquille Dawkins is going to check back in here for Brendan Hood. Brendan Hood, one of the toughest players that you see out there. And once again, he took that one full-fledged. Trotter was just kind of out of control at that point. And it looks like there might be some blood on the court. I think that Hood is essentially, it looks like his lip might be bleeding over there. So just getting some of the blood off the court here. And so after, once again, the offensive foul from Trotter, 1:23 left to play in this first half. Shaquille Dawkins will take it down. It's going to be Dawkins who looks to work off here to Jamal Lee. Lee gets underneath the basket, and Lee is going to go up and knock it in. That's something that the Lions have been able to exploit here. Daniel Young has been able to let the bigs of the Lions get just underneath the basket, and it makes it too easy for them just to be able to knock those in. And it's going to be the Royals who get that one in pretty quickly. And so they respond immediately with the two-point basket of their own. Dawkins looking to work on the fellow freshman Green. Lee still allowed to get underneath the basket here from Young, and that's some contact, and that's going to be a foul called. So it's going to be a foul called against Young. And once again, you feel that Young might be able to push out there and put a little bit more pressure on Lee or anyone else that he's guarding, but he's just totally content staying just underneath the basket on defense. Either way, it's going to be Lee who's coming to the line for a couple free throws. And Lee's first shot is up, and it is good. Extends the lead now to 4 points. 37 seconds left to play in this first half, and what's been a whirlwind of a first half. Pretty long one as well, actually. Nearly an hour gone by, 45 minutes or so. As that is collected from Young after the missed shot from Lee. Trotter now. I'm going to kick this one over here for Punter. Punter working on Dawkins. Dawkins is looking away. And as Dawkins started looking to the right, completely lost track there with Punter, and Punter just blew right by him. Thankfully for him, there were some Lions players there to help him out. Caleb Wilborn will check back into the game for Jamal Lee. And Isaac Douglas checks into the game now for Hope International, replacing Johnny Punter. And Young's going to be able to get this inbounded here. Over now for Green. Green working off the screen. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Douglas is going to step back. Nice job there from Wilborn. And Douglas is going to knock down that three-point basket. 5 seconds left. And Dawkins is going to cut all the way down. It's going to be fouled. He's not going to count the basket. I don't know how they don't count that basket. Shaquille Dawkins was obviously going up and shooting that ball when they grabbed him, and they don't count it. So it's going to be a 1-and-1 called instead of a three-point play opportunity. So 1.4 seconds left to play. Referees, all right, it's going to be furious here. And Dawkins' front end of the 1-and-1 is good. And the back end of the 1-and-1 here is going to be good as well. 1 second left to play. And it's going to be knocked out of play. Hunt looking to inbound this ball. And plays this one in, looking for Douglas. And Douglas isn't even going to be able to get a shot off. And so at the half, the Lions lead 46-43, and they have come back in a big way to take this lead. Looked really tough there in the first part of the half, and then since then they've really come on fire. And the fans here have really gotten behind their team, and the pit has become alive, and it's just been a good time here tonight. So once again, Lions lead 46-43, and we will go ahead and take a 15-minute break. And we will be right back after about 15 minutes for the second half of play. So start of the second half, Lions up 46-43. Lions in the first half shot 47% from the field. Hope International actually shot better, 55% from the field for the Royals. And it's the Lions, though, with some timely baskets that had them up 46-43. And it's going to be Zach Allman who comes up with it, and it's going to end up going off the foot there of punter. And so, once again, off the foot of punter, and it'll be Lions ball. And I actually don't know if the shot clock will reset on that one. I don't think there's actual control. I think the referees are talking that one over right now. That was a close one, because once again, I don't know if Hope actually had control of it. And that's what Coach Check is actually talking about as well. It just didn't look like anyone. And so they're going to reset the shot clock either way. So shot clock has been reset. Fresh 30 seconds for the Lions. Lions in the first half didn't have anyone above 10 points. Best scorer was Brandon Hood with his 9 points. Everyone who played outside of Caleb Wilburn scored. And it's going to be a foul call. This is going to be on number 10, Devin Green. But all of the 11 players outside of Caleb Wilburn got on the point sheet, and so it's going to be Shaq Dawkins here going to the line for some free throw shots. 3 shots will be coming for Shaquille Dawkins. First shot is up, and he gets it to go. Hope International, meanwhile, was led by Liam Hunt with his 12 points. Daniel Young had 11 as Dawkins misses the second free throw. I think turnovers in the first half is kind of what killed Hope. They had 8 turnovers. The Lions only had 3. And so it's big for them, for the Lions at least. They were able to get a couple more opportunities than the Royals. And that just amounted to more points at the end of the day, regardless of their shooting efficiency. Punter almost had that one taken away from Dawkins. In the corner for 3, wide open there is Bryant. And a 3-point basket is going to be up and good from DeAndre Bryant. Lions up 2, and Allman thought about it, ends up cutting inside, gets underneath, and can't get it to go. Hanson tried to get a hold of it, but Hunt came down and got his big mitts on the rebound. Cutting across now will be Green. Green's going to kick it out for Punter. Punter working off the screen from Young, and Punter still looking for Young. Young is down low by himself, and Brandon Hood gets there, and he's able to get a hold of the ball. So Brandon Hood is going to be called for jump ball. Good job there by the little guy to get in there and underneath the trees, and is able to get his hands on the ball. Daniel Young was certainly thinking about just a stuffed jam there, just unable to do so. So 6 seconds. 6 seconds on the shot clock here, and the ball hasn't even been inbounded yet. And the ball is finally inbounded here for Bryant. And ball kicked out. Hunt for 3, wide open, and just going to be off. Bryant's going to come up the rebound, though, and Bryant doesn't have much help. Going to put it up, can't get it to go, and Allman will come up with it. Bill Check is still reaming the officials right now. He's got to be careful. Already has that technical. And it's going to be Quinn Hanson who takes the 3-point shot. Can't get it to go, just short. Hunt gave him all the time in the world. Hanson can stroke those. Just wasn't successful on that one, and Punter having a tough time getting a hold of this dribble now. And working on Dawkins. Goes up. Nice help defense there from Hanson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Step back here from Punter, and Punter is going to knock it down. Nice shot there from Donnie Punter. 48-48 now. We are all tied up. Dawkins is going to find Hood. Hood looking down low, letting Allman do some work on Young, puts it up, and just kind of falls away. That's one thing you wish that Allman might be able to do, is just body up, get a little bit farther underneath the basket. One of the bigger guys out there. We'll see if he decides to make that adjustment moving forward. That's something that Young has allowed him to do, too. Young's allowing players to get just underneath the rim. Cutting across now is going to be Green, working on Dawkins, working off the screen. And Hunt's thought about the three. He's going to go up. Nice Euro step there. And just can't get it to go. Malachi Hussein comes up with it. 17 minutes left to play. 3 minutes have gone by. Looking down low, it's going to be Hanson. Hanson looking to go to work on Hunt. Can't budge the big man, though. And it's going to be Hanson who tries to keep it in. And it's going to be Dawkins who can't keep it on the side of the court. And it's going to be over and back here. Jamal Lee will check in. Tessa Idris will check in as well. As Quinn Hanson checks out, as does Zach Allman. So Idris will check in. A senior out of London, England, by way of Savannah State University, the 6'6" senior. Heard he's quite good on the footy pitch as well, talking about soccer. Interesting to see a 6'6" guy like him out on the soccer pitch. That'd be fun to see. And coming across now, Trotter. Trotter who just checked in. And Green's going to go up. Contested well there from Idris. And it's going to be finally collected by Hussein. Hussein kicks it out to Dawkins in the corner for Hood. And Hood plays it through. And it's going to be Lee who goes up. And Lee can't get it to go. And it's going to be played up now to Green. Green goes up, and Green is able to knock down the shot. 2 points. Timeout will be called here by Vanguard after the run here from the Royals. And Lions once again find themselves down 2 now and having a tough time here as the Royals have come out firing here in this start of the second half. So we'll go ahead and take a bit of a break. Full timeout's going to be called here by Coach Soliday. So out of the timeout, Lions will inbound. Victor Evans is checked back into the game. He will replace Shaquille Dawkins. And it's going to be Brandon Hood now working on Green. Coming across is going to be Evans. Evans looking to cut baseline. Can't find it though. Going to find Idris. Idris, 5 seconds on the shot clock. He looks to go up, puts it up, and can't get it to go. A lot of contact there. Nothing though. Going to be sent forward looking for Green, and Green's going to put it up. Green can't get it to go. And they're going to call 2 shots here. So it'll be a foul. 2 shots coming here for Green. $15-28 still left to go in the second half. Man, this could be quite the game here. Already has been quite the game, but man, the next 15 minutes are going to be crazy. As Green is able to put this one up, can't get it to go. And so Green, once again, the freshman out of Sacramento, out of Sheldon High School. And the second shot for him is up, and it is good. So Lions down 3 now. And looking to rebound and get something going here as Evans goes up and gets it to go. And I think Evans was looking for some contact there. There was a bit of contact. He's able to penetrate, and that's something that Victor Evans can do that not many players on this Lions squad can do. He's got the size and the skill set that he can really just push forward quickly and get into the lane. And it's going to be Lee who goes up, and Jamal Lee goes up and knocks it down. And just like that, the Lions are up 1. 2 consecutive possessions here. And they're able to get some strong work, and it's going to be now Hunt. Kicks this one out for Green. Green looking to work off a screen, and the freshman kicks it out to the corner for Bryant. Bryant looking for some help here. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Green looking to go to work. Can't find his man, though. And Trotter puts it up. Contested, though. 1 second on the shot clock, and it's going to be rebounded now from Lee. Lee looking to take on his man. Oh, what a move there from Jamal Lee. I don't know what that was, but ends up being effective. Gets up underneath the basket, and Jamal Lee does something that I haven't seen in a long time. I have no idea what that was. Straight from the playground, and he gets the 2 points. And it's the Lions who are up 54-51. The pit is starting to get crazy. Full timeout is called from Coach Check. And we will take a break. 14 minutes on the dot left to go in the second half. So coming out of the timeout, it's been great display here from Jamal Lee that has really helped the Lions push forward here. 54-51. A little help from Victor Evans. The rest of the team as well. Everyone's playing good. You can't just put it on one player. As a team, they're just playing extremely well. Jamal Lee is going to be called for the foul here. As he just went for the reach in there against, it was Donnie Punter. And so the inbound play will be coming here from DeAndre Bryant. And goes back, and it's going to be a foul called, and it's going to be called, I want to say, on like number 13. So it's a block there on Josh Smith. Once again, the senior transfer out of Concordia and Irvine. He's played here in the pit before, just wearing different colors. As Christian Wareberry checks back into the game. But I remember watching him play, actually, when before, and he's a good player, and it's just having a tough time so far tonight. As he's just called for that final foul. Evans looking to work on Smith now. Evans goes up, and he's going to draw some contact, and he's going to get it to go. So Victor Evans just goes up and once again drives, and that's something that he does so well. He's able to create that space and use his body to get in the way and draw some contact. No foul, but he got the points. At the end of the day, it's the only thing that matters. Trotter's going to cut baseline, goes up, nicely contested there from Idris, and somehow it's taken here from Smith. It looked like there was a travel there, but no call. So the Royals will get the 2 points. And 56-53 now, 13 minutes left to play. Hood. Looking to work off the screen here from Lee. Hood still is able to kick it out for Evans. Evans gets inside. Evans going to step back, take the shot, kisses it off the glass, and Victor Evans here has gotten a couple buckets in a row. Cutting across is going to be Punter. Punter working through a couple screens, and it's going to go out for Hunt. Hunt looking to cut through, and not going to be able to get that one. It's Hunt, and it's going to be rebounded here from Jamal Lee. Lee's going to be able to find Hood, and the Lions, 12:20 left to play, find themselves up 58-53 against Hope International University, the top ranked team here in the GSAC. Not ranking-wise, but they are on top of the GSAC standings, as going into the stands there was number 13, Josh Smith. It's a good effort play there from Josh Smith, just unable to keep that one in. Zach Allman will check back into the game, as does Brandon Brothers, coming in for Idris and Lee, respectively. And it looks like Douglas will check back into the game as well. Here comes in for DeAndre Bryant. Evans will get this one back, and it's going to get it into the hands here of Dawkins. 6 seconds on the shot clock, though. So Lions going to have to move quickly. Cutting inside, 1 second left, and it's going to be Zach Allman who goes up and slams it home. Great vision there from Shaquille Dawkins. Went up what thought was going to be a three, and ends up just passing it down low. Cutting across now. It's going to be Green. Green working on Wareberry. Coming to help is Dawkins. Dawkins gets out there, now able to work on Punter. Punter going up against Dawkins, and Punter goes up, and he's going to be fouled on the way up, and I want to say that one's going to be against Dawkins. And it is. So Dawkins called for foul here. It's just, it looks like it was a hold. And so it'll be Donnie Punter going to the line for a couple free throws. And the first shot is up, and it is good from Punter. And that was the first foul against Dawkins. And Punter's second shot is up and good as well. So Donnie Punter actually looks like he's really enjoying this environment. The fans have been on him. The fans have been on every single Hope player tonight, but Punter's been smiling, just enjoying himself out there. And it's kind of cool to see guys that appreciate that, the environment that the pit is really able to give. This is one of the most unique venues in the country. And it's going to go up. Punter goes up, and Punter's going to knock that one down. And they're going to call delay a game. Just a warning there. It looks like against Punter. Or actually it might have been against Douglas. Either way, the Lions will get this one back. But it's going to be Dawkins now looking to work on Green. Dawkins crosses up his man. Still working his Dawkins. Finds Brothers. Wareberry comes across. Wareberry for three, and Wareberry's just going to be short. And it's going to be rebounded from Young. Hope looking to push the pace here a little bit. Or trying to keep up at least with the Lions. And going up is going to be Green. And Green showing some savvy here. Devin Green, the freshman, once again out of Sacramento. Really, really good play. We've got some fantastic freshman guards in the conference this year between Green, Dawkins, and then we've got Lindsay over at William Jessup. I mean, those three guys, those are going to be fun guys to watch as Wareberry comes up with it after the block shot there from Young. Just unable to get it to fall, though. 10 minutes left to play. Lions up 3, 62-59. Punter puts up the shot and rolls in and out. Dawkins will come up with the rebound. Quickly now for Evans. Evans wants it. He goes up. A lot of contact. No call, though. And so, once again, you saw what Evans wanted to do there. I think he wanted to slam that one home, but it was a good job there from Smith getting in the way. Green Kicks it across now for Punter. Punter looking down low for Young. Young looked like he may have had an opportunity there. And Punter's going to go up. Nice hands there from Evans. And Evans is going to come up with it. And it's going to be a foul called. So a foul is actually going to be called against Brandon Brothers. So Brothers will be called for his first personal foul. And so it looks like some shots will be coming. 2 shots coming now for the freshman, Isaac Douglas. And the first shot from Douglas is up and good. Pulls it now to within 2. Malachi Hussein will check it back into the game. Charles Trotter checks in, as does Liam Hunt for Hope. Hope generally has one more big who comes in, Kyle Hogue, number 41. He has not been present tonight. Looks like he's just in street clothes here. Looks like probably an injury for him is keeping him out. He's a big piece, though, of that team, and of this team at least. As the second free throw is knocked down from Douglas. 1-point game now. Dawkins is going to go up, and Dawkins scoop, and Dawkins is going to get the nice little lay in there. So silky smooth there from Dawkins. And Green's going to go up and do the same thing. So the 2 freshmen trading baskets here, 64-63. And it looks like they're going to get the floor wiped up a little bit here. And so just got to get the floor wiped up. But once again, you've got the 2 freshmen who are just playing phenomenally right now. The 2 number 10s, 2 freshmen, Devin Green, Shaquille Dawkins. Expect to see them battling it out here the next 4 years here in the pit, and then also at the Royal Gymnasium as well down at Hope, as Dawkins misses that one. It's going to be Green now looking to push the pace. And Green's going to slow it down, step back, 3-point basket. Can't get it to go, though. Wareberry. And he's going to kick it out for Dawkins. Dawkins for 3, and he's going to be off the mark. Hussein goes up, though. Comes out of nowhere. Absolutely comes out of nowhere, and it looks like Liam Hunt is down. Or not down, but he is holding his shin or ankle there, and may have come down in a weird place. And not the guy that you want to see down here for Hope International. Liam Hunt, one of the better players in the conference, and for him to be in some pain, I mean, that's saying something. I think that watching him play the last few years, he's got one of the higher pain tolerances out there, and really, really passionate guy, and it will take a lot for him to stay off the court. And on that last tip there from Malachi Hussein, it looks like Hunt may have gone down. Hogue, there's Hogue, just aforementioned there. Kyle Hogue coming on, and they're just going to walk him off the court here. And they're going to, looks like, go check on him. So hopefully everything is all right there with Hunt. And it's going to be Donnie Punter now. We're looking to get it across the line. And it's coming across and going up and under there. Drawing some contact is Josh Smith. And it's going to be 2 more points there as Bill Check is once again getting fired up here. Coach here for Hope International. They're down 1. Lions. Hussein up, under, and good. Malachi Hussein finding some room underneath the basket the last couple possessions. And he gets it to go. Coming across, Punter, kicks it to the corner. Douglas, step back, 3. Can't get it to go, just a little bit short. Rebounded here from Brothers, and it's going to be Brandon Hood now. He finds Shaquille Dawkins. 7:50 left to play here in this second half, and what has been a barn burner of a Golden State Athletic Conference game. You want to talk about some of the best basketball in the NAIA, you got to talk about the GSAC, and this game is certainly warranting that notion that you just got some really good basketball here on the West Coast. And so it's going to be Zach Allman who checks in after the foul was called. As that one was called against Douglas, I believe. Hood comes in, and it's going to be Allman just underneath the basket, and Allman is able to find himself some space. And it's going to be 2 points there for the big man. Trotter now. Looking to cut inside is Trotter, and it's a lot of contact, and they're going to call, I'm not sure what they're calling it. It looked like it may have been a charge. Brothers was set, and he's outside, and it's going to be a block called. So, what I don't think is the best call in the world ends up being a block called against Brothers, and so they'll have the ball just underneath the basket. And it'll be Donnie Punter to inbound. Fresh 30 seconds. Lions up 70-65. 7:10 remaining here in the second half. And it's going to be Smith who goes up, and Zach Allman just denies him 100%. And they're going to call something here. Either way, Zach Allman goes up and just absolutely filthy there on the block. You saw what Smith was trying to do. Smith was going over and just trying to slam that one down, and Allman just said no, shut the door right in his face. And it's going to be an inbound ball just underneath the basket. And so I'm not sure what the call is here. I want to say it's because Smith's shoe fell off. I don't know. Either way, the referee stopped the clock there. 25 seconds on the shot clock as Jamal Lee will check back into the game. He'll come in for Brandon Brothers. So Lee checks in. And with 7:04, now 25 seconds on the shot clock. Coming across Trotter. He's going to get it off of the screen. And a foul is going to be called. And it's going to be called against Jamal Lee. So Lee is called for the foul against Josh Smith. And they called him on the hold there. And the ball's going to be inbounded again. Now fresh 30 seconds here for the Royals. Smith looking to find Young. Young's going to go up, and Young's going to be able to lay this one in. Nice, silky, smooth play there from the big man Young. Haven't called his name much in this second half, and that was his real first contribution offensively. Allman's going to go try to do the same thing. A little sky hook there. Can't get it to go, and Trotter's going to come up with the rebounds. Cutting in, and Lee looked for the steal. Smith's going to go up, and this time Smith is able to get it to go. So Smith cuts it now to a 1-point game, 70-69, 6:15 left to play now. As these teams just trading punch for punch now. And what's been, well, you could say a heavyweight battle. And Allman's going to go up, and Allman's going to get it to go. And there's going to be a push. And one coming here as Zach Allman strong to the basket. And Young pushed him in the back. So 6:03, lines up 72-69 now. And Zach Allman to the line for one shot, trying to convert a three-point play opportunity. Shot is up from Allman, and it's going to be well short there. And so now Hope down 3. Cutting inside is going to be Smith, and Smith gets under, and it's going to be a foul called. And this one I want to say is going to be against Lee. Yeah, it will be. So Jamal Lee called for, it's going to be his 4th foul of the night. The big man in some foul trouble here. And Josh Smith just starting to assert himself a little bit. Once again, the senior. Big guy as well. He's kind of the same mold out of as a Victor Evans. He's a real slasher and does a really, really good job at getting to the hoop quickly. Smith's first shot is up, and it is good. As Green checks into the game, as punter will check out. So freshman replaces junior here. And Smith, second shot coming, is up and can't get it to go. And she's going to rebound it, though, from the Royals. So bad luck there from the Lions. And it'll be a fresh shot clock, fresh possession here. Smith is looking to isolate, and he's going to be able to compete and get that one done. And a timeout is going to be called here by Vanguard. And so it's going to be, I want to say, a full timeout called here from Coach Soliday. So tied up now, 72 apiece, 5:30 left to play in this second half. And we will see what happens here. Full timeout, we'll be back after the break. All right, so out of the timeout. Once again, it's going to be inbounded here. Victor Evans has checked into the game here for the Lions. And it's Dawkins who goes up, draws the foul, and it's going to be, I want to say, 2 shots coming here for Dawkins. And yeah, Dawkins will go to the line now for 2 shots now after the drive. So Dawkins here, been to the line a couple times tonight. He's going to knock down the first one. Is now 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Scoring his 13th point, leading the Lions so far tonight. Meanwhile, Hope International is led tonight by Daniel Young with 13. And Dawkins can't get it to go, and it's going to be tipped out. And it's going to be the Royals who will be able to take the lead if they get a bucket here in this possession. Ball cutting inside, and Bryant kind of a little bit of a head fake, and no one was even with him. And so it's going to be DeAndre Bryant who gets the bucket. And now up 1 are the Royals, and Lions now having to respond. Dawkins looking to work on Green here. Cuts it across, finds Hood. Hood looking down low, can't find anyone though. Hood's going to look to do it himself. Scoops it up under, and going up, it's going to be DeAndre Bryant who comes up with it, and it's going to be picked up now from Trotter. Trotter working off the screen from Young. Trotter continues to go, slashes inside, goes up, contested, and it's going to be rebounded now from Hood. And Hood's just going to slow things down a little bit here. 4:25 left to play. Lions looking to respond. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Evans looking to slash. Kicks it out. Finds Hussein. Hussein's going to take a 3, and Malachi Hussein's going to be just off. And it's going to be rebounded well there from Young. 4 minutes left to play. Lions find themselves down 1. Fans here in the pit need to start getting loud. And it's going up. It's going to be Smith. Smith is going to get the bucket. And Smith is going to go to the line for a three-point play opportunity. So the Lions need to continue to fight here and compete. This is something what you've seen all season for the Lions, that they get kind of in these precarious situations late in the game. And when they come up against adversity, it's really tough for them sometimes to respond. And so we're hoping that throughout the season they've learned a little bit. And so it's going to be Smith now will go to the line, and he knocks it down. 77-73 now. Royals are ahead. So Dawkins now looking to take on Green. Big possession here for the Lions. Need to keep it close. Allman goes up and under and can't get it to go. Good defense, though, from Young. And it's going to be finally collected now from Smith. Allman did what he could. Got under the basket. Just couldn't get the friendly roll. Trotter is able to find Green now. Green looking to slash, and it's going to be a foul called. And that's going to be called against Shaquille Dawkins. So 1-and-1 will be coming now for Green. Dawkins called for his second foul. 3:24 left to play in the second half now. And so Green will go to the line, 1-and-1 here. So far in the night, he is, before that free throw, just 1 of 2 from behind the line. So he's going to knock that one down, give them a 5-point lead. And the second shot is up from Green, and he knocks down the second as well. So 79-73, 3:20 left to play. Lions need to get some good possessions here. Need to score some points. Allman is going to kick it to Hussein. Hussein for 3, and Hussein's going to be well short. And it's going to be rebounded now from Young. Trotter cuts across, looking to get rid of Hood. And Trotter is going to kick it out now. Now outside to Green. Green looking to take on Dawkins. A little bit isolated here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Green's going to cut inside, goes up. That one's going to be blocked there from Zach Allman, and it's going to be a foul called. And that one will be called against number 35, Charles Young. I'm sorry, Daniel Young. My apologies there. Daniel Young called for his 4th personal foul. Hope's actually got to be really careful here. That's one of their last bigs that they've got. Obviously with Hunt out. If he fouls out, then the Lions might be in a good spot here. Be able to bang a little bit more down low. So now it's Dawkins again, though. 2:40 left to go. 73-79. Hood kicks it across, finds Dawkins. Dawkins for 3. They call it a 2. So his foot was on the line, 75-79. It looked really close there, but ended up being called a 2. Trotter going to cut across, and it's going to be Bryant. Now back to Trotter. Trotter looking to slash, gets to about the elbow, puts it up, can't get it to go. Young comes up with it, and Young can't get it to go. It's going to be a 5-on-3 now. Evans looking to take it on his own. Nice play from him, gets it to go. And a 3-point play is on the way here for Victor Evans as he's able to knock that one in. Nice little Euro step there from him. Draws the foul, gets the bucket. We'll be going to the line for 1. 1:59 left to play. And Victor Evans so far tonight, who is actually not been to the free throw line so far. Going to the line for his first trip tonight. Evans a 69% free throw shooter on the year. Trying to convert this one. Down to 159. What can Evans do here? And Evans is going to get it. So Victor Evans, a little bit of ice in his veins there. Knocks it in, and it's going to be a timeout called from Hope International. Full timeout here. Minute 59 left to play. Lions trail 78-79 to the top team in the conference, Hope International University. We'll be back here for the finish and conclusion of this one. Coming out of the timeout. The Royals with the ball, and the pit needs to get loud here. Out of the timeout, it's the Royals with the ball. The pit needs to get loud here as the Lions, it's a huge defensive possession for them. A minute 40 left to go. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. Smith looking to work on Evans. Nice hands there from Hood. It's going to be Dawkins. Looks to cut up, and it's actually going to slow things down here. Dawkins looked like he may have had an opportunity to get to the rim, but it was actually a really good transition defense there from Hope International. 1:20 left to go. Hussein in the corner. Cuts it now for Allman. Allman's got to go to work. Goes up, and he hits it stuffed there from Young. Young anticipated that the whole time and did a great job getting his big paw on that, and that's going to go off the leg of Victor Evans. And it's going to be Hope International with the ball just underneath the basket. 59 seconds left to go. Lions trail 78-79. And referee just having to wipe the ball down. The ball is sweating so much. It's having to work real hard tonight. And so, once again, some water on the floor. Not sure if there's spillage there or whatnot, but looks like they're just trying to wipe that down. So they get that taken care of. And it will be DeAndre Bryant to inbounds. He's able to find Puncher. Puncher almost lost the handle there. Good job there from Dawkins. Trotter now. Trotter loves to make these moves and slash in. The man from Louisiana. Cuts inside, does it right there, and goes up. Can't get it to go. They're going to call a foul against Zach Allman. And honestly, there's a foul there. Allman got his head on the way up. And as he was trying to swipe for that ball, he just nicked him in the head. And so Trotter's going to go to the line for 2 shots now with 48 seconds left to play as the Royals find themselves up by 1. The first shot is up from Trotter, in and out from him. And the second shot from Trotter is up and good. So we'll get a substitution here as the Royals find themselves up 2. A big possession again here. All of these are big at the end of the day. You have to get some buckets. Evans is going to play this one in, and it's going to be Dawkins. He's going to go over and take a timeout. And so Vanguard is going to take a timeout here, and they're going to talk things over. And I want to say it's going to be a full timeout, and it will be. So a full timeout's going to be called. We'll go ahead and take one more break. 45 seconds left to go. Lions trail 78-80 against Hope International University. So here we go, 45 seconds, 27 on the shot clock here. The Lions need to get some points. Punter is guarding Shaquille Dawkins. Evans coming off the screen here. It's going to find Hood, who came off the screen as well. Hood looking to get underneath, and he does. Tough shot for him, but Brandon Hood gets it to go. Unbelievable shot there from the junior Brandon Hood. Tied up 80-80. 26 seconds left. 22 on the shot clock, and we're going to have a timeout. So a 4-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Lions there need to get a big stop. They need to stop Hope, honestly, from getting to the rim. That's been the issue. Right now, Hope has really just had their way with slashing and getting to the rim, and the Lions are just having a really tough time protecting the rim and protecting the lane. So timeout is called by Coach Check. He's going to call a full timeout. He's calmed down a little bit from the first half. Once again, he was called on the technical foul early on. Just fired up. And at the end of the day, I think that was due to the fact that the referees didn't call the timeout soon enough when he asked for it. And so it's going to be Vanguard now. And I think if I'm looking at Hope International, they're led tonight by a few guys. I mean, you've got Josh Smith, who's come alive here in the second half. He's got 14 points. Devin Green is the freshman, has been huge with 12. DeAndre Bryant, always dangerous, but he's been pretty quiet this second half. Donnie Punter's been coming alive. I think if I'm Coach Sheck, I think I get in the hands of Josh Smith or Devin Green, to be honest. And so I think that Smith is the guy here. It could very well go to Trotter as well. Although Trotter is only 1 of 10. Trotter is only 1 of 10 tonight. He has been getting to the lane pretty easily here. And so we'll see what he does here. It's a tough matchup there for Brandon Hood. Just a little undersized from Trotter. But it looks like they're going to switch it up and put Dawkins now on Trotter. So Trotter is going to go for it, and it's going to be, once again, 4-second differential. Trotter looking to work. And it looks like they're just going to go for the last shot here. Trotter's still working. 6 seconds on the shot clock now. Trotter looking to cut inside, and not going to get it. And gets off the shot. Can't get it to go. Shot clock violation. There should be 3 seconds left. 3 or 4 seconds. there's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock, so there should technically be 4 seconds left, and the Lions should have more time for this. So it looks like the referees are going to talk to the scores table. There was, once again, a 4-second differential between shot clock and game clock. And so I think Coach Soliday was trying hard here. And he's going to end up getting 3.2 seconds, and he's going to call a timeout. So a timeout called here from Coach Soliday. And I'm not sure how that works out. At the end of the day, if there's a 4-second differential between shot clock and game clock, it should be 4 seconds on the shot clock. Or sorry, on the game clock if there's a shot clock violation. But either way, timeout called by Vanguard. Last timeout of the night. And neither team's got timeouts anymore. And so all tied up once again, 80-80. The Lions only had 4 turnovers in the first half. I believe so. I'm looking at the stats right now from the first half. Sorry, they only had 3 turnovers in the first half. They've only turned the ball over 1 time here in the second half. And I think that is a huge difference here for the Lions. They're not shooting as well as hoped. They haven't been all night. But they've put up 13 more shots based on their defense. 45% is how they're scoring tonight. 50% is how Hope International is shooting from the field tonight. And it's a phenomenal game. Honestly, if you're a neutral watcher right now, you're getting some really, really good basketball. If you're a Vanguard fan, you're getting some great basketball. If you're a Hope fan, getting some great basketball as well. This is a phenomenal game. And it's going to come down here. 3 seconds left. The Lions will have it just underneath the basket. So I'm really interested to see what they end up doing here, what kind of play they draw up. Once again, it will be on the baseline. And it's going to be the Lions with an opportunity to win the game here. Tied up 80 apiece to knock off the top team in the conference right now. So Zach Allman is going to inbound, and we're going to see what they end up going for. It's going to be Allman looking for someone here. Barely is able to get it off. Finds Hussein. 1 second left for Hussein. Takes the shot. Oh, and he just misses it. That was so close. And what would have been a game winner, that was just off the back iron. And had Malachi Hussein gotten that one in, this place would have absolutely erupted. And I'm pretty sure the roof would have fallen off of this nearly 60-year-old building here at the pit. So that being said, it is all tied up 80 apiece. We are going to overtime. 5 minutes to talk through it, and we'll go ahead and take a break as both these teams start preparing now for overtime. And what an incredible game. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for the start of the first overtime period between Hope International and Vanguard. So my apologies, it was not 5 minutes. It's just a couple minutes here, but we're going to have a jump ball between Allman and Young. Leading the way tonight has been Shaquille Dawkins with his 15 points. 5 Vanguard players have scored in double figures, though, and that is Young who's able to tip it off, and it's going to be Evans. Smart play there to get that one from Bryant. Hussein's going to take a 3, and just going to be off the mark, and it's going to be rebounded from Young. Crazy start to the first overtime here, and what has been, once again, just an incredible game to watch tonight. Coming across, it's going to be Punter, and Punter gets it to Young, and Young is going to be fouled. So Young will be fouled here from Allman. Allman, that will be his 4th personal foul. Jamal Lee's the only one in foul trouble. He's got 4 tonight. Daniel Young also with 4 for Hope International. Now, if you guys remember in that first half, Coach Bill Check was issued the technical foul, which allowed 2 free throws for the Lions, and which Brandon Brothers made the free throws and tied up at 80 apiece. You wonder if Check had not gotten that technical foul, is this game over? Obviously, that's a lot of what-ifs there, and the dynamic of the game would have been completely different. So you can't really blame those, but you got to think sometimes, well, what would have happened had that not happened? So 2 shots will be coming here for Young. Young, a 57% free throw shooter on the season. He's going to knock that one down. Gives them the 1-point lead. And Young is actually now 5 of 5 tonight from the free throw line. So definitely improving on his 67% on the season. Getting it now to the corner. This is Hussein. Hussein's going to find Dawkins. Hood now. Hood looking to work off of Punter, and he goes up, under, can't get it to go. Allman tries to tip that one in and just can't get it to go. So it's going to be now Trotter with the ball in his hands. 4 minutes left. Trotter looking to slash here. And I don't think Trotter's much of a shooter. He hasn't really tried to take any deep shots yet. Trying to work the screen off of Young. Likes to get into the key. Cutting down. It's going to be now in the corner for Bryant. Can't get it to go. Victor Evans, though, is able to come up with it. Evans going to slow it down and just going to kick it out. He's going to find Hood. Dawkins now looking to work off the screen of Evans. Evans found himself open, but good defense there from Smith. Cutting under is going to be Hood, and Hood's going to have a tough time. Tough shot, but Brandon Hood gets it to go. Brandon Hood with his 13th point on the night, and he tends to make those in the most pressure-packed of situations. And now it's going to be a timeout called. Actually, it's not a timeout call. It's just going to be a stoppage of play. As Devin Green will check into the game. And it's going to be Punter now. Punter, nice job here from Evans to keep him there. They might have a trap set, and they do. So Evans has got him, and he's able to find Trotter finally. Trotter goes up, finds DeAndre Bryant, and DeAndre Bryant is going to knock that one in. So it's almost a perfect trap play there from the Lions, just unable to execute it, though. And it's going to be the Lions now find themselves down 2. 2:30 left to play. Hussein. Going to get this one back over to Dawkins. Dawkins now has 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Working off the screen from Evans, cuts inside. Nice play there from Dawkins. Going to be blocked, though, from Smith. So 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Great play there from Smith just to come across and get his hands on that one. Bringing it in now. It's going to be Hussein. Hussein's looking to go, and Hussein goes up. That's going to be blocked, and it's going to end up falling here to Victor Evans. So Josh Smith has been extremely active defensively, and was able to get his second block of the series there, and then unfortunately for him, it fell right to Evans, and the Lions will take it into the corner for 3. Trotter, and he's going to knock it down. And so it's Charles Trotter, who is 1 of 10 before that shot. Hadn't taken a shot from beyond the 3-point line. And he knocks that one in. 1:40 left to play. Hussein looking to cut inside. Guarded well, though, from And it's going to be Evans for three. Can't get it to go. And rebounded, though, and it's going to go out of play off of the Royals player. Great effort there from Brandon Hood. So Bill Check once again getting frustrated. It looks like his assistant coach, I'm not sure which assistant that is, but one of them's having to hold him back a little bit. And so a fresh 30 seconds, minute 30 left to play. Hussein drops back, takes a three, can't get it to go, and it's going to be rebounded now by DeAndre Bryant. And if you're the Lions, you don't want to force a three there. Yes, you're down three, but you have so much time and an opportunity here to get two possessions. So 84-87. Trotter. He's going to find Punter now, Donnie Punter. Cuts inside, and Punter is going to try to back down Dawkins. Gets up and can't get it to go. Allman's just going to have to slow it down. 55 seconds left. Hood goes up, draws some contact. No foul, though. And once again, another forced shot, a little bit forced, I would say, by the Lions. 40 seconds left. 20-second difference between shot and game clock here. So the Lions are going to need a stop. It's imperative that they get a stop here. Trotter's looking to slash, gets inside, and he's going to find Bryant. Oh, this is Smith. And Smith is going to slam that one home. And we're going to see a timeout call here by the Lions. So after the huge slam there from Smith, the Lions are now down 5. And with 26 seconds left to play, they have to call a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a break. So out of the timeout, 25 seconds left. The Lions really need to get something going here and do it fast at that. Dawkins can put up a tough three. It's going to fall to Hussein. Hussein is going to step back, fade away, can't get it to go. Ends up being rebounded here from Bryant. Bryant's going to find Smith. Smith, I think, is just going to throw it down, and that's exactly what Smith does. Smith throws it down, 10 seconds left. It's going to be Evans now. Evans is going to take a three and not going to get it to go. Evans comes up with the rebound, goes up, and he's going to get the bucket. And he'll go to the line for a three-point play. At this stage of the game, 1.7 seconds left. Even if Evans makes it, pretty much impossible here for the Lions to overcome this 5-point deficit. And all the fight here from the Lions here tonight. Left it all up in court. You got to tell them that. You know, they played their hearts out here and just on the wrong side of the scoreboard, unfortunately. And so it's going to be Evans. I'm assuming he's going to make this, or try to make it, and then try to get a quick steal. Puts it up and can't get it to go, and that's going to be all she wrote. Lions end up losing this one by a score of 91-86. And they will drop to 6-20 on the year, 5-8 in conference play. Meanwhile, Hope International will improve to 21-5, 10-2 in conference play. Big win for them as they continue to look for the GSAC tournament, or not tournament champion, but they're looking for the GSAC regular season champion. And so just a tough loss for them at the end of the day. The Lions tonight were led by Shaquille Dawkins and Victor Evans, both with 15 points apiece. And it was Josh Smith who came up huge for Hope International today. 18 points on an extremely efficient 8 of 10 shooting. And just came up big when they needed him. So Lions will look to rebound. Once again, they have a tough go at things. They have to go to Biola on Tuesday in what should be a really good matchup between these two teams and what will be the last meeting for them in the GSAC. So great play here from the Lions. Unfortunately, just came out of the wrong side of things. And they're just going to have to rebound this weekend and then come back out on Tuesday ready to go. So thanks so much for joining us. If you joined for both of the games, if you joined for just one, that's fine too. Thanks so much again for joining on behalf of Vanguard Athletics. My name is Mike Teague. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. And, yeah, thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much. Have a blessed night.